Okay, so let's do a review of Gwent, the Witcher card game, which is in right now in public beta. Um, so you can, guys, go and grab it. It's online. Don't need to go to the store. Everything nowadays, everything is online. Um, First of all, I like that game. I like that game for many reasons, and I want to give this game a shout out. So more people know about it. I'm not, I was playing through the closed beta, but once they went to the open beta, they reset all the progress. Hopefully, they will not, once the game will be ready, in all dots, and in my dots, the game already is there, but that's maybe from my point of view, because yet I didn't play through the internet. I played through the single player challenges, and I did play it multiplayer in closed beta, but I didn't yet play it in multiplayer through the in multiplayer. I just played through the single player challenges. So the game has its own style. It has the style of the Witcher game, and it looks good. It looks in the menu. You look through it. It looks good, but kind of cartoonish. But it has its own style. So if you look at the multiplayer, you can play casual matches. You have lots of you can build up on your own decks. Well, you have to build your own decks once you gain new cards. Then once you level 10, you can go to the ranked matches, leaderboards. You can see leaderboards. You can play against your friend. I don't think it will bring any rating to your multiplayer, but who knows right now. So you have single player, and here is like you can try your decks which you build. Try your decks, how generally they feel and how they generally work. Of course, if you play against AI, it will be much different than they play against multiplayer. In multiplayer, not against. And but still, you can feel like what the different cards do, what they do, like generally. And you can choose like, should you take this card into the fight or should you leave it behind and go for and take instead other cards. Challenges, I went through all the challenges. They give you fundamentals like understanding in the game, deck management understanding, and then you go through the several challenges against Northern Realms, Skellige, Monsters, Scoia'tael, Nilfgaard. What I did is like I played Northern Realms against Northern Realms, and Skellige against Skellige, and so on and so forth. And this one's first one's challenges, this one and that one, pretty much easy. But then towards the end it starts builds up, and even like this guy's like pretty much easy. This one was difficult one to go through, but they don't do any different things. They just keep doing the same pattern. So and they have pretty much same cards. So like adjusting to it, you will go through these challenges, no doubt about it. Then you have Scoia'tael, and each like turn you do, like they're getting harder and harder. The probably most hardest one was Nilfgaard, and I had kind of difficulties. I don't know why I had difficulties on that one, first one, exit on the first challenge, and on the last challenge I didn't have difficulties with the middle guys. So that's pretty nice introduction to the game. It gives you taste of it. It gives you understanding of it. So then you go to the card. So that's main multiplayer and single player. That's main things to play against. And the main thing is multiplayer, of course. It's a casual match, and then you can get ranked after you reach level 10. But the other part of the game is collection of the cards, and that's probably the most interesting part of the game, I would say. You just generally, by playing matches, you winning the in-game dollars, in-game cash, and you also you're going like to win some cards too, and kegs too, but for the cash you can buy kegs, and then you open the cards, which is unfortunately I did some video on it. I had 10 kegs, but somehow my voice didn't record it, so like maybe in the future, like I think because it's interesting to watch when somebody gets new stuff, and like probably like when I get like some amount of kegs, I will post a video about it. That's and try to see what's going on with that and everything. But pretty much I played through the single player challenges, and I gained lots of scraps, and I bought on this scrap 10 kegs, and from these kegs and from the game, first of all I got all the leaders. Like you have a faction, and inside of the faction you have not faction you have leaders. Oh my, leaders, you have leaders, and through the challenges I pretty much open all leaders, and I get around like 15 new cards. It's a pretty good amount, 15 new cards. Like and plus I had new cards before, so I end up with the 60 new cards, and like plus to it like how many so that's 2 1 2 3 4 5 with the 10 leaders, so 20, like with the around 70 new cards, and I open them and look through them. What I like about the cards, and I'm pretty much sure that will be nice stuff to collect, and pretty much interesting thing to collect, is the cards. It's a main part of the game, and it's like here the cards is not just pictures, and they not just like some drawings, like chemical drawings, so just some kind of drawing. They are an art. The guys, the CD Projekt, you did very good job on it. I liked how you did your cards, because the cards looks nice, and even like not moving cards. This is the leader, I think. Yeah, even not moving the cards, they look awesome. They look like it's I went to the Tretikovka gallery and or to museum and look at the art generally. Like the picture in itself, it's its own story. Like, and then by like spending the moonlight powder, you can create from the normal card, you can transmute it into the moving card. And the moving card, it's a story. It's like, it's not just like something moving, like it's a story. Like here, for example, you can see the guy, they go somewhere and they're screaming and they're like shaking their eggs, and you see it's a leader there, and they go through the very unreliable waters, and it's pretty much awesome movie, like 10 seconds movie pretty much. And so it will be interesting. Like I like this guy, how he looks, like he's like looking scary, and here like he's like boom appears from the edge of the screen, and then he's starting like moving around, and it's like the story behind these pictures, and it's like it's an art in emotion. And I like these cards, and like it's pretty much will be very interesting to collect them. Very interesting to collect them, all of this. And I don't know right now how many cards there, and pretty much there will be DLC for it, and I hope they will bring more cards in the game, and I hope they will balance these cards to the main game. Hopefully they will not be overpowered, it will be just new faces to look at and new stuff to play with around. So, and just one suggestion for the people who is doing for the CD project who is doing this game. You see how it's like you have static picture, right? And then you see there is a moving card, right? I would love, it's just my thing, but I would love if they cover the moving card. So when you like, so you really would want to open this card, like you would want to open this moving card. So you like you're looking at the static card and you're thinking yourself, what's inside of the other card, which is moving card, and you want to look and you want to kind of open it. Like I think that will be like bringing lots of players into the multiplayer where you can earn some moonlight powder. So there is a one, two, three, four, no, 5 factions, and there is a neutral cards. And so they have monsters, Nilfgaard, Northern Realms, Scoia'tael, Skellige. Do they bring new factions? I hope so. Now you can by bringing the scrap into by playing multiplayer, you can earn some scrap, and so you can go like you can go through the cards and look and say like okay, I have this and that. Let's look through the monsters, for instance, and look through all monsters cards. It's all functions. So you go through the all cards and you look, and oh, that is cool. So what actually happens here is I just surprised it. I just found out I can see only cards which I have. Let's go back. Collection, yes. That is cool. No, I have 116, 634. Can you imagine if there will be like, if you could see the cards which just only you have, and you don't really know what's out there? Like, I don't have this card, right? Immune boost, boost regeneration. I don't have it, but I see that I can have it. I have blood curdling beer, and I know that I don't have it, but I see I can have it. But can you imagine how cool it would be if at least it would be covered? Maybe guys, I think that would be bringing lots of tension if you cover if I open the card, right? And you cover you close the view of the moving card, and you close the view of cards which I didn't yet open, both static and moving. That will be bringing lots of tension. Lots of people will go to multiplayer, just open the new story. So, because look at this card, it's all story. It's like all 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds movie, but still, anyway, it's still movie, it's an art. It's like, it's lots of work, and this work needs to be appreciated, because it's awesome work. It's awesome work. Okay, so this is very important, and that brings, the cards bring in, because it looks like an art. It brings in lots of good feeling into me about this game. So now, besides that, you have different stuff around. You have different pictures you can open. Like it's kind of your representation. I don't know if you'd be able to put your photo into it. That would be awesome too. Like if you put your photos here, that would be nice to do. I don't know, like some people will probably like be overdoing it, like bringing some nasty stuff and bad stuff. That's probably why they don't bring your own photos. But maybe you can connect Facebook to it and bring the photos from Facebook. How about that? How about this idea? Like I can put, and people will know who they play against. I mean, that's probably a bad idea if they know who they playing against, but at least picture from Facebook, which will be representation of me, like myself, and for other people of themselves. That would be a nice touch, I think, to the game. Although I don't want it to become like application, like internet application. It should be a game. It should be a game. It should be a game by itself, not kind of cheap, simple application. Right now it's a game, and I want it will be like that. Right now it's beautiful, gorgeous game which has its own character and its own stuff to look through. So I like how authors are not greedy, and you can buy kegs with
customer right always.
Yes, thank you so much. You can buy the kegs with yeah, you don't do that while I'm doing the video. You can buy the kegs with inside
Human, take time.
in-game
Soup, just stand
cash.
here.
And I did have 10. Unfortunately, I did something wrong with the sound, and I didn't write it, and so all my 1.5 hour went in vain. But maybe 1.5 hours is too much, so it's maybe all to the best. And you cannot buy the powder. You can buy the powder with the real money, but you cannot buy the powder with the scrap or with the inside like in-game cash. But still you can win it in multiplayer. So it's still that you don't need to buy it with the real money. You still can go with, if you want, you can buy with the real money, but you still can go just with the playing the game lots of. So it's kind of nice. Option is never touched me too much, like settings. I don't really care about it unless, no, well, while the game looks bad. While the game looks good. If it looks good, it's all good. The graphics, there is not too much options, so what? It looks good, it looks good. Maybe you can put some resolution on it, plus to it. Once there is a game will be like 1.0, but it's important, yes, but once it looks good, doesn't have bugs, doesn't fall out into Windows. The audio is good, amazing, the sound is good, it's all good. Okay, they show you rewards, like rewards are amazing, and I like how playing a multiplayer game you can literally go over and over. Like you see, I have for daily rewards, I have 3 hours yet to go, and they have 24 hours mark, and I can go like for whole day if I want to, if I have time, and I can like go through the winning rounds, and you don't need to win the game, you need to win just rounds, and it counts how many rounds you win. It's just like, and you can go again and go on, but like they're not greedy about it. They bring in lots of gifts to you for just playing the game. It's like bringing lots of in-game value, in-game cash to you just for the playing game. And with this cash you can open the cards, you can build the cards, and it's not like daily rewards, like it's not like all Elder Scrolls, like when you just have so much daily rewards and monthly rewards, and once you're done with this, it's just empty and you have no more challenges for you to open. So sometimes like you need to wait like for 3 days to fill it up, and you go through this again. By the way, this game is completely different from the Elder Scrolls. For me, this game messed up my skills with the Elder Scrolls game. Elder Scrolls card game, and Elder Scrolls card game mess up my skills in this game. So it's like I think it's very difficult to be like both good like at the Elder Scrolls and Gwent. So you probably need to pick and choose. But so unfortunately my kegs are gone, and I didn't have any voice of mine to write down. So what I will not play right now because I need to build up my deck. What I can show is to how I build in my decks, how organizing my decks. Maybe it's I don't know if somebody like entirely new, because I'm not like particular like experienced guy, but my philosophy about building and organizing deck is like would be like next. So like you choose faction first, any factions, they give you any faction. Let's go against with Skellige, and I will no, let's actually cancel that. No, yes, let's go with Skellige, and let's go with this. I didn't build the deck with this guy. So each faction leader, and for each faction you have 3 leaders, and each faction leader has some traits into it. For instance, this one can just, when it's deployed, it's can damage unit by 5, and if it's destroyed, repeats this ability with damage power reduced by 1, and if it's, I guess, destroyed again, you can do it again, reduced by 1. So this is quite good leader if you know what you're doing on the card game. And then I build up the deck starting with the gold units, and you can have the up to 40 cards. You can have up to 40 cards, which is sucks, of course, but uh, still. And you can have 4 golden units, and they should not repeat themselves. Like if I choose, I would prefer to choose moving card. You see, it's like movie. It's like so cute and so well. It's so nice looking card, and it's like movie inside of it. So if I choose one card, golden card, it will shade both of them because you cannot choose one card repeated itself. This card is important. This card is important, like pretty much all cards important. This card can bring any of these 3 cards from your deck into in your hand, and so you can put it on the table. But it shuffles the rest of them into the back of the deck. So now I have 4 golden cards, and pretty much it took all of it. Now going back to silver, and I can bring 6 silver cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So I can put all of them. I kind of don't like this one because it has like 5 adjacent units by like you can increase 5 adjacent units by 4, but I never ever had like any case anytime, maybe because I'm a bad player, I don't know, but I never had like 5 adjacent units on the line. It's just never happened to me. So I bring it into the deck, but I never bring it into the hand. Because I never like this one. This I like, can withdraw the card from the table and then you can play this card again. This damages all other cards. This I like this very much. It takes the most powerful units from your opponent. It copies it power and becomes that power. So I like pretty much all of these silver cards except this one. But still I take it into the hand. Just for any case. Just for any case. So then I go to bronze. And I start building up my deck, and I have lots of faces right now. But I still prefer to build the faces until I know that, for instance, until I know this card has few power and it's very bad. It doesn't do anything on the table, it just brings 2 power into the game, and that's it. Then probably I will withdraw it while I decide that it doesn't help me, and switch it to something better. Okay? To some like some support cards. I have lots of cards right now, which is good. So, and you can have bronze cards, you have maximum of 3 the same cards, no more. No. But I have nothing over it, pretty much. And by the way, once you like for instance, let's go back to gold, and I have 2 gold, these ones, right? 2 gold cards here. So I don't need that one because I can bring it into the hand, into the deck anyway. So I will go and destroy it. Once I'm level 3, I have mill machine, like they say, and I can destroy it for the scrap. And I think it gives me like lots of scrap. And I can build the other card which I don't have, silver, bronze, or maybe golden. Just like need to see which card will be enough for. Probably I will build up the golden first ones, but I need to have lots of patience to build it up. So this good that we can and you can destroy the bronze cards too, which is good. They don't give you like too much, they give you 5 scrap, which is like few amount, but still it's very good that you can destroy it, and they will not sit in your hands forever. So it's kind of bothered me with other game before. Not